What is up, you guys? We are back for a work from home day vlog. I don't usually film my work from home days because honestly, they're pretty quiet, which sometimes I can confuse as boring. But I did just perfect my whole work from home desk setup, so I figure we could do a little desk tour. And then tonight we're going to a brand dinner. I have not gone to a brand dinner in months, but tonight the one I'm going for is for Beekman, and it's at one of my favorite restaurants in Chicago, Girl and the Goat. If you know, you know. So I semi got ready so that it's a little bit easier for me to get ready later in the day. The sun is shining and I'm just feeling good. And I want to take you guys along with me. First things first, the fit. From head to toe, we got these blue light blocking glasses, which I did just start re-wearing because last week I had a headache for 6 consecutive days coming off of a sinus infection. And while I do think that the sinus infection played a role, I think what more likely played a role was that I get like 22 hours of screen time per day. You know how it is. I wake up, I look at little screen. I go to work, I look at medium screen, and then I wind down with the big screen. So there's just a lot of blue light up in here. So I started wearing these again. They're just, they're from Kits, which is a Canadian brand. The set is Aloe. I have to give credit where credit is due. My mom got this for me for Christmas and she slayed. I wear this so many times a week. And then we got the indoor shoes, which I just started employing as a little bit of a productivity hack. I put them on when I put my work from home outfit on. And I feel like that has helped me to stay out of bed or out of like more comfy positions. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. Something about putting indoor tennis shoes on signals to my brain, it's time to get up. This is the fit for the day. We're up, we're moving. And these ones are so comfy, so we're loving them. They're Nike and I got them at DSW. Also, I did just get a new walking/vibration pad. So I feel like when I have the tennis shoes on, I'm much more likely to use this thing, which I used to have a walking pad, but it was gargantuan. And it was so annoying to put away and take out that, guess what? I just never took it out. The one that I have now is a lot more compact. I'll show it to you guys. I am a little bit sweaty right now because I'm actively drinking this hot lemon water. I am on the Chinese wellness side of TikTok, and they suggest drinking hot lemon water on an empty stomach in the morning. I'm not super consistent with this, so I can't speak on results, but in general, it just makes me feel like I have my life together. I do have a couple of meetings today, but my inbox and workload this month in general has been a little bit more manageable coming out of Q4. So I'm in great spirits, you guys. I'm going to tidy up my space a little bit, and then I'll show you guys what we're working with on the desk setup front. I would say I got probably 75% of this setup in one go. Like I gave myself a stipend that I was like, I am sick and tired of living like this. And I bought pretty much everything at once with the exception of a couple things that I have collected over the last 2 years. But as somebody with ADHD who has the ability, the privilege to work from home, but also lives alone and lives in a climate where half of the year it is not pleasant to go outside, I needed some separation in my apartment of like, okay, this is my designated workspace that like when I'm sitting here, when I'm standing here, my brain knows it's time to lock in. This is work time. If you're wondering where everything's from, don't worry. I got you. We're going to go through every single thing. Everything is linked either in my ShopMy or Amazon storefront. But without further ado, the desk tour. Okay, starting off in the corner here, I just have this rotating pencil stand. I have all my journaling markers and pens here. You guys, I went through a phase at the end of last year of collecting so many journaling supplies. And these were the heavy hitters. So I have them readily available on my desk. We got 2 whiteout pens, some sticky notes, these really inexpensive cloud box cutters that I literally use almost every single day. And then these are my Cricut scissors actually, but they come in handy and I like having them on my desk. This vanilla perfume is actually a collaboration that Le Monde Gourmand did with Tony Bravo. And I just like to have this on my desk if I'm feeling like I want a little bit of a spritz to get me into the mood. This mushroom lamp has 3 different light settings, but unfortunately I am not seeing it available anymore on Amazon. But I do like this kind of like softer lighting behind my monitor, which brings me to one of my favorite features of my setup, which is these Govee bar lights. I feel like it just gives such a nice glow behind my monitor. And with the app, I can change it to pretty much any color I want. This is my work laptop, which I have plugged into my Samsung M8 monitor, which we'll get to in a moment, but it is on this laptop stand that swivels, which is super nice and adjustable. My monitor is the Samsung M8 monitor, which also doubles as my TV, which is directly across from my bed. So this is the remote for it. And really what sold me on this monitor was, one, it's white and it's like pretty aesthetic looking, but more importantly, I knew it was going to be placed across from my bed, and it is also a smart TV. So it has all of the apps. I can watch my shows. There's a lot you can do with this monitor that I do not take advantage of. Mostly use it for watching TV, but when it comes time for work, I just select the PC option, and then it's an extension of my work computer. These two things are honestly just kind of collecting dust, but I did buy this cute kind of jumbo calculator that, you know what, I do use this from time to time if I don't feel like using my phone or the calculator on the computer. And then it's just sitting on the full focus planner from Amazon, which is a really good planner if you're somebody who just likes to map out your days and you're pretty inconsistent with keeping up with the weekly one. This keyboard is the Maker Galaxy 82. I don't think that this exact model is available anymore, so I linked one that is similar, but the brand Maker is great. And I love that this keyboard is like a nice clicky keyboard. So we'll do a little ASMR moment. I have this ergonomic cloud wrist rest from Amazon. And then I also have this vertical ergonomic mouse from Logitech, which I hold like this. So it's just a little bit better on the joints, I guess. I don't think that this phone stand is available anymore, but it's from the brand Courant. And I have my phone on this display mode that when it's charging and horizontal, this clock comes up, which I really like. I just have two no-name candles here. And then back here, I have a laptop stand for my personal laptop and my iPad. I'm not the best at using my iPad. I feel like I haven't integrated it well into my workflow, so I need to start doing that. For journals, I have this white Midori one, as well as my Hobonichi in this cover. These are some spreads that I did back when I was a little bit more dedicated in September, but I love that the pages in this journal fall pretty flat, and it's also not that expensive. This setup, on the other hand, was a little bit more expensive. I do need to get back into using this. I feel like I really fell off, but I still like this setup a lot. This pen is the Uniball one. I like that it was nice and compact just to fit in here, and it also works really well on the Hobonichi paper. In an ideal world, I would be using this as like my wallet everywhere I go. I've not really integrated this in my routine as much as I'd like to, but I should now that I got this cover from Amazon, which was like 50 bucks, I think, and the Hobonichi itself is like $35 to $50. I forget how much. And then this clip is just meant to hold everything flat when I'm writing out my weekly pages. This poor chair has been through it. I've had it for 2 years. So it is stained and pretty ripped apart because Gizmo also loves this chair. So she has claw marks in it. And I also just recently spilled coffee on it. But as long as you take decent care of it, it will last. It does have a little footrest that I feel like I don't use that frequently. But all in all, it is very comfortable and it is not clunky nor hideous like all the other desk chairs on the market. This is also from Amazon. When I'm not sitting in the chair, and something I've been trying to do more of lately is to use my standing desk a little bit more with the new walking pad that I just got, which brings us to the desk of it all. Okay, I got this desk from Amazon. It is the Flexi Spot standing desk. I forget exactly which size I got, but I'll make sure that I link the right one. This has some buttons on the side here that I just press the up button, and then it raises the desk to a more comfortable height for standing and using my walking pad. Also, just a note, this cabinet down here is also from Amazon. It just fit really well in this space and honestly is just collecting junk at this point. I definitely need to go through and organize these drawers, but okay, that brings us to this walking pad of it all, which I just got earlier this week. It is pretty small and compact and a lot easier for me to move than the one that I was previously using, which was like I think it was like the Go Plus something. My cords down here are a bit of a disaster, so just ignore that. Once Gizmo gets off here, we are going to turn on the switch here. It comes with a remote so I can adjust the walking speed from standing. And then in addition to the compact size, and one of the reasons that I decided to get this one was because it also does have a vibration function, which is activated by this button here. Now, do I think this is as good as a dedicated vibration plate that moves up and down like this? No. This one moves side to side, so I don't know how well it works, but I enjoy using it. This one also only runs for 5 minutes, whereas other vibration plates minutes can run quite a bit longer, but this one will overheat. So it has an automatic turn off time at 5 minutes. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit higher just so that it's more comfortable to walk and work at the same time. And usually when I'm walking, I walk at like 1.5 to 2 speed. It's definitely a little funky to get used to at first, like walking and reading emails, but I feel like it's pretty second nature for me now. The only thing I will note is if you are somebody who types and walks at the same time, your Oura Ring or watch on your hand will not pick up those steps. So I've literally seen people wear their Apple Watch on their ankle, something I learned pretty quickly. Like I walked on the walking pad for I think 2 hours yesterday and my Oura Ring said 780 steps for the day. I said, are we sure? I think those are all the details desk-wise, but let me know if you guys have any specific questions. And like I said, I will link everything. If I forgot to link something, just let me know. Okay, break time is over. It's time for work. I have some content to review and give some edits on, and then I have 3 back-to-back meetings, and then I have to do some campaign scheduling. So I will check in with you guys towards the end of the workday. I'm gonna make the ugliest lunch/snack of all time ever. I just have some plain Chobani Greek yogurt, and there's like 1 serving left. So we're just gonna use this as our bowl. I just put way too much granola. Dear Lord, dear Lord. We'll do a little bit of honey, a little bit of cinnamon, mix her up. We'll top it off with some banana and get back to work. That'll do. Bone apple. It's 5:13, we're wrapping up the workday. I did refresh my makeup and my hair, and somehow I'm basically running late. I have to be there at 5:30. Thankfully, they did give me an Uber code. I love when that happens. I'm telling you, I'm the #1 outfit repeater. We got the Aritzia chore jacket, Aritzia home stretch tee, this Madewell necklace, my Goldie jeans. Since I'm Ubering, I don't have to wear my clunky parka, and I can go for this quince wool coat. Just gonna wear these booties from Nordstrom Rack. And then this bag is Abercrombie. They don't offer it anymore, so I found a similar and less expensive one on Target that I will link. We got the lip products, the DJI, and my keys. Okay, we are going to, oh my God, my heart is racing. Gonna order the Uber now. Where to? Girl and Zigot. Okay, I'm gonna be 5 minutes late. That's not too bad. Let's hit the road. We are home. We are exhausted. It's 8:32 and I am so ready for bed. But before we do that, let's take off this face. I started double cleansing with this Dermatologica pre-cleanse first. And then I've been going in with their special cleansing gel second. And this stuff smells so good. It smells like a yoga studio. Essential oils, you know what I mean? Oh, I feel so much better. We're gonna keep things simple tonight because I don't wanna do 900 steps. I'm just gonna do this intensive Alpha Ret overnight cream, which is a retinol. I feel like I did a really bad job of getting my makeup off, but I don't really care. And finishing it off with this It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer. I don't even have the energy to kiki with you guys right now. So sorry, but I do love you. We're getting back in the groove of the YouTube videos. So if you don't already follow me, please consider doing so. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you can get notified when I post a video. And be sure to let me know what you want to see next in the comments because I like doing the vlogs, but I think I'm going to do some more dedicated videos in the future if you guys are interested in anything in particular. And that is a wrap. I will see you guys next time. Bye.